Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be upgrading the Inteleon VMAX Battle deck. This deck just came out, and yeah, it's a very, very good product if you're a newer player and you're looking to get into playing competitively. I 100% recommend this product. This product is just amazing. Yeah, today we're going to be showing you how you guys can upgrade this deck so it can perform even better on PCGO, and if you want to get the cards real life as well. Because all these cards do come with their real life deck as well. But this deck is just probably the best product that Pokemon has ever released, because I do so many different things. But before we get into the video, I just want to say sorry I haven't been uploading. I've been having to do a whole bunch of school stuff. But anyway, let's jump right back into Inteleon. So, the entire deck is going to be based around Inteleon VMAX with Hydro Snipe for 1 water energy, reduce 60 damage, and you may put an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon into their hand. This is going to provide a little bit of disruption while you set up. Maybe you're having a little bit of a slow start. Hydro Snipe can help you disrupt your opponent. We also have Max Bullets for 2 water and a Colorless. We do 160 damage, and we do 60 damage to one of our opponent's bench Pokemon. So, Max Bolt can really do some devastating spread damage. Like 160, 60 to the bench is not a terrible spread attack. This card is actually a pretty decent card. The one reason this card does not see play in the meta usually when everything is released is League of Lightning. And Pikarom is just such a huge threat. But now that Pikarom is a little less prevalent with Inteleon, then we can play this Inteleon deck competitively, maybe get some wins with it. So we're racing it around this Inteleon VMAX, but of course we're going to have to pull from our V first, which we have 2 copies of Inteleon V in the League Battle deck. You Snipe Shot, 1 for 40 damage from our opponent's Pokemon. Not a bad attacks can set up numbers, especially combined with our VMAX hitting 60, and Aqua Report when 30 and your opponent reveals a hand. Kind of vanilla attacks, but the first one is going to be decent sometimes. We're of course going to be powering up this guy with Frostmoth, Ice Stance, as often as you like during your turn. You may attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your bench water Pokemon. So this is what you're going to use to help your Inteleon VMAX get powered up and ready to attack the Max Bullet as quickly as you can, really by turn 2 actually. We have a 3-2-2 line of Soluble Drizzile and Inteleon. Both the Drizzile and Inteleon have similar abilities. Drizzile, when you evolve it, you can look use your deck, search your deck for 1 trainer card, and the Inteleon, when you evolve it, you can search your deck for 2 trainer cards. So this is kind of like a cheaper substitute for Dedenne and Crobat. It can help you more specifically single out cards to get. We have 1 copy of Suicune, just because it's a nice alternate attacker, or Oral Loop can be really, really nice. And then we have 2 copies of Galarian Zigzagoon, because it combined with Scuba Nets, it lets us just, hit some numbers like 70 damage with Max Bullet is going to be really nice. It KOs so many things, such as Jirachi, evolving Pokemon that can evolve into stage 2s. And yeah, we have 2 Capacious Buckets, 2 Incense, 4 Great Ball, 1 Ordinary Rod, 4 Quick Ball, 2 Scuba Nets, 1 Training Court, 2 Bird Keeper, 3 Boss, 3 Morning, 4 Research, 3 Air Balloon, 10 Water. So this is actually a really, really good list. If you just want to bring this deck to the ladder as it is right now, that is going to be great. But today in this video, I'm going to be showing you ways that you can upgrade it. So, cards to remove. I'm actually going to remove the 2 Bird Keepers. You want to keep one of them. That's not going to be terrible, but I'm going to be getting rid of both of them. I'm going to be getting rid of the 1 Suicune, not going to be terribly useful. And yeah, it's kind of what we're left with. Oh yeah, I'm 1 Galarian Zigzagoon, so just get rid of that. This is what we're left with. We have 4 open spots, so we're not actually going to be adding 4 Crushing Hammer. We're not going to be adding more copies of our basic attacker, so I'm going to be adding a 3rd copy of Inteleon V and a 3rd copy of Inteleon VMAX. So let's just wait for PTGO here. So now we have a 3-3 line of our main attacker, which is going to be really, really nice for us. And since this deck is already Sword and Shield on, I'm going to want to keep the Sword and Shield on, so I'm not going to be adding Dedenne. I'm just going to be adding Crobat V. So this with the Dark Asset ability, it lets you draw into 6 cards in your hand, going to be really, really helpful. And then 1 copy of Eldegoss V. Now we do have quite a bit of Pokemon in our deck right now, but you can cut down on Pokemon if you want to just get rid of like a Sobble or something like that. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of 1 of these Sobbles here. Now we're left with 1 other spot, and I'm actually going to replace this with a Level Ball. Level Ball is from Battle Styles, which lets you search your deck for a 90 HP Pokemon, reveal and put into your hand. This can search out so many things in your deck. It can search out your Snom and your Frostmoth, so your entire energy acceleration, and it can search out your Sobble and your Drizzle. Now your Inteleon has too much HP, but it can search out your Drizzle, which can be really, really good. This one trainer card can basically get you so many elements in your deck. It's crazy. What other things we might want to add? We could add a 4th copy of Marnie. And, yep, okay, so I am going to add that 4th copy of Marnie. And I also, a card that isn't in this deck, I want to add 2 copies of Escape Rope. Because sometimes we just might want to boss, because like say we hit like something like a Rabbit Striker through VMAX 2 times with our max bullet that deals 260 damage is not quite enough. You can either ping it with your Galarian Zigzagoon, or you can boss's order something up and finish it off with that 60 bench damage. Instead of having the boss's orders up, you can save your supporter for the turn for something like a Marnie or Research and play Escape Rope instead, which is going to force that Pokemon down. And that's just what you want in the first place anyway. You can get some more damage, maybe take an additional knockout, as well as those 3 prize cards on that Urshifu. So, yeah. I just realized I didn't add Escape Rope. I'm going to add 2 copies of Escape Rope. And also, since we're cutting the Bird Keepers, we might also want to have that. And yeah, I think that's what we're at. We still have 3 cards we're going to get rid of. So this is just basically comes down to what we don't want to get rid of. I think I might just go for maybe the Air Balloon 3. I mean, we're already playing a decent amount of switching outs. We have 3 Air Balloons, 2 Escape Ropes, and 2 Escape Nets. We got rid of our Bird Keepers, so we added the Escape Ropes instead. But yeah, I mean, what else do we really want to get rid of here is the question. Maybe since we're already playing these Escape Ropes, we can cut down on a boss. That is an option. But having the 4/4 Marnie Research is going to make your deck super, super consistent. So I'm going to want to keep those guys in there. What else could we take out here? We could take out a Snom, but maybe you don't want to because if you know it's your main energy acceleration, you don't want to get rid of your main source of energy acceleration. Maybe keep that 3rd Snom in there. You could cut a Water Energy. We're already playing 2 copies of Capacious Buckets and a decent amount of search outs for maybe. So maybe just get rid of 1 Water Energy. Doesn't seem horrible. And we have ways to get them back once our Inteleon goes down with Training Court. So that probably isn't going to be too bad. And what last card do we want to take out of this deck? I mean, I think I might just leave it up to you guys what you want to take out from here. But I think I might just take out an Air Balloon. So let's just go ahead and save the deck. And let me see if I can find the Inteleon deck box. Here, so the Inteleon deck box, and I believe I have an Inteleon coin as well. The Sobble coin, there we go. Alright, so now we are ready to take this deck. I didn't name it. Now we're ready to take this deck to the ladder. So let's name this Inteleon VMAX Inteleon. Inteleon VMAX Inteleon, because you're playing those 2 different Inteleons. Let's save the deck and start it. And let's tap on the versus ladder and see if we can get a couple wins with our modified version of the League Battle deck, which is already an amazing product. If you guys don't want to change anything, that is completely fine. But we're just going to see if we can get a game win with our modified version of the League Battle deck. Up against Farah Z. Let's see what he is playing here. We're going to want to go first if we do. Okay, so we're going to want to go first because we want to set up all of our evolving Pokemon. We have 3 of them, so we want to set them up. Because Candace hand isn't bad. We have a Crobat to draw some cards. We have our Snom. We can probably get out our Inteleon V. We can have time to evolve that guy into the VMAX next turn. One has 2 Pokemon here. See what they got. It looks like we're going to up against a Fire deck. So this is a very, very good matchup for us. I'm going to start things off with this quick bow. I'm just going to discard this boss. Might just want to research. Anyway, so we'll grab out our Inteleon V. Yeah, I'm actually gonna, Great Ball here. We can try and get our Sobble, but maybe want to save this to try and get our Inteleon VMAX. So I think I'm just going to not attach this and pass. Our opponent's probably just going to flare starter this. We can like get an escape rope maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we can ever lose this matchup just because they only play fire Pokemon. Okay, they're going to Big Charm this, which is fine. They can actually give themselves enough HP with Heat Fire Energies and Big Charm that we actually can't want to KO them with our Inteleon VMAX, which could be maybe an issue, but I'd imagine not. We already played Goons. Okay. They're going to Pokegear 3.0 for a Boss's Orders and going to Welder. Probably onto this bench, Reshiram, Charizard, GX, and more. Actually, Welder into the active. Oh yeah, they can High Heat Blast. Knock out our Snom. I didn't realize that. It's still probably okay though, because we can just Hydro Snipe and knock this out for a single energy. Oh, actually, guys, we're actually going to Flame Starter. Going to spare our Frostmoth, or our Snom. This is going to be really, really nice for us, and hopefully we can find Escape Rope next turn and just take a K on this with our VMAX. Okay, draw Capacious Bucket. That is a really, really good top deck. So I'm actually going to play the Capacious Bucket first to get water energies out of our deck, so we have a higher percentage chance of hitting the card we want, which is our VMAX off of this Great Ball. Because since now those water energies aren't there, we can't hit them with this Great Ball. So let's go ahead. Okay, we didn't hit it. I think I'm actually going to fail this just because we don't have an actual card in our hand for Crobat. So yeah, we're just going to Ice Dance. And then Crobat, 4 or 5 cards. Okay, there is our Escape Rope, so that is going to be really awesome. We're going to play that Escape Rope, go into this, and then Research Mode to have the maximum chance of hitting our Inteleon VMAX. There it is. I am going to Great Ball, and we will take out Inteleon. What do we want to get out here? Maybe, I think I might just fail this one. Maybe, no, let's thin a deck of this. Because now what we can do is we can ball it away, so we're probably not going to need it soon. Yeah, because our other one is in deck. We're going to grab our other Inteleon V, and then with this level ball, we can search out our Sobble and get that guy up and running. So let's bench those guys. We're going to Gracious Bucket, so we can start setting up our second VMAX already. So Ice Dance on to this Inteleon V here. On PDCGO, you can do it. And yes, we're already loading up that guy. We can evolve into our VMAX and then Max Bullets, taking 3 prize knockout on our second turn of the game. Pretty crazy here. Get our Snom, that'll be cool, I suppose. Our second student, probably, it's kind of annoying having those both in our hand because you're probably gonna have to research it away anyway. And the game is probably over here, especially if we can hit like a Drizzile off of this Great Ball, we can get a boss and knock out their last 3 prizer. They are probably going to try and set up. I wouldn't be surprised if I just saw a concede here. What it's going to do, they could High Heat Blast for 50, but then we just KO them with Max Bullet, so it doesn't really matter. Come on, opponent. Right, football. Oh, excuse me. Football, probably for a tag team. Yep, there's another Reshazard. And concede that. So, taking the win against a fire deck, probably going to be a really, really good matchup for us, especially if we can get up and going that quick. But let's hop into another one here. We get another win with our modified Inteleon deck. Okay, we hit a lightning deck, which if they're playing Pikarom, we probably lose, but other than that, it could just be a deck that they have lightning Pokemon such as the Dene in. Anyway, okay, yes, making us go first is probably Pikarom, which it's going to be hard, but it's definitely probably possible. It's very hard. I think we might just have to rely on them bricking, to be honest. and Eldegoss, so they could have a dead hand. I'm just going to bench these two. Attached one and pass. You have a VMAX for next turn. So let's see, football. Starting a research to Dene, so their hand was pretty bad, I'm imagining. Yes, there's some mining energy, so this is almost 100% Beakrom at this point. Yep, there's the Boltund. So we're probably going to lose this one in a Crushing Hammer. Even if they hit that, it'd probably be okay. We have our Training Cord in hand anyway. But let's see. Radar. Do they get the Electrify? Ooh, excuse me. Getting 2 Beakroms off that radar. Benching one of them, of course. Benching 2, okay, and a pass. So they don't have anything in their hand. Maybe just have a Dene. So we can put that in play. Sure, we can evolve into our VMAX. We can play this Great Ball. Nothing really we want to get here. We can get out our third V and bench. We're not going to want to Mario because they didn't do anything. So, okay, so no Frostmoth. But I mean, we can just quick ball this. Sure. So our Crobat in our deck, it is. We have both our Frostmoths. 2, 2, 1. Okay, so we have a decent odds of hitting it off this Crobat. And I mean we can just attach. I mean, what does hitting this for 60 really do? It makes it only 2-shot on the bench. I think I will just Crobat. Maybe we can hit our Frostmoth. Oh wait, we actually hit Frostmoth Energy. That is really nice. We can get our Frostmoth here. We can bench our Sobble, use our Ice Dance, and attach energy to our VMAX. And we want to do Escape Rope here. Escape Ropes are probably okay, so let's see our opponent's going to send up here. They didn't attach energy, so we know that they don't have energy, so they could just send up this with our rope and electrify. Try to get something going. So that is why it's okay to play that. We're going to send them to Dene. Okay, we can take a knockout on that. And, well, they're probably going to use this to get going, so we're going to probably set up a KO on that. And let's take 2 prize cards here. Okay, Blaziken and a Water Energy. We can start setting up another Pokemon. Okay, there's a Speed Energy top deck. Did you get anything here? No, just gonna electrify. Whichever Pokemon they start to set up, we could probably just boss it up. Let's just start setting up another Pokemon here. Boss this guy up. I mean, we can just do that. Get out a Capacious Bucket. So we can play that and Ice Dance. More energy onto this Inteleon here. Ice Dance onto that. And even Max Bullet, just gonna hit this again. So, there we go. The question is, do they have another energy? If they have another energy, they can waste their GX attack on Tag Bolt, knock me out. If they don't, they could just full boost. Okay, so they have it to Dene. It's fine. Starting 2 switches. And E-Radar. Okay, so they get the energy. Are they going to Tag Bolt is the question. Okay, research. Discarding a Raichu, which is actually really, really good for us. This Raichu is actually the only thing that can knock us out on one hit that isn't a GX attack. Okay, Crushing Hammer, that's okay. We have our Training Cord in play. Tails anyway. Now let's see what one's going to go for. Are they going to Tag Bolt? If they Tag Bolt, they know they always get knocked out by this Inteleon V here on the bench. So, yeah, so they're going to Tag Bolt. Now, since we already actually have a KO on this, it's actually an extremely winnable game, actually, now. Let's put up this Frostmoth since it does have a retreat. And we can just Training Court. this. Let's ice dance this here. We're probably not going to need this, so we can just get rid of that. Can thin our deck. Maybe we want to play this for a research because we really need to get our VMAX here. I think I might just Elder Gods for research. We don't have anything really better to do with that bench spot, so just gonna do that. We do have a fairly large hand, but I think if we take this KO here, we probably just win the game. So let's just do that. There's our VMAX. Yeah, I'm gonna evolve this one because then 2 more 60 damages on this knocks it out, and then that will just win us the game. So, yeah, I think we can just go into this guy. Max Bullet. Bolt End. And just one more Max Bullet will take a KO on it. They actually do not have anything that can knock us out, I believe. For 4 energy, Bolt End does... for confusement 20 and 30. Yeah, 4 energy Bolt End can't knock us out even with weakness. They might have done it. Where's P-Grom here? Okay, resisting up to 1, that's okay, as long as they don't paralyze us. Quick Ball. I believe they actually can't paralyze us anymore because of the attack tier. So let's see. Arnie, after Santa 1, I don't know what they're trying to dig for here. Maybe they play a Mew, but they just quick ball. They probably would have gotten out Mew if they had it. Yet we have our Inteleon, so our hand is not that anymore. We can use Inteleon and get a Marnie or research. And we beat the Lightning deck. That just goes to show you can beat Lightning decks with Inteleon, with this League Battle deck, just the modified version, maybe even the regular one, but you can probably beat Lightning decks with the regular one. So you can, in fact, beat Lightning decks with this deck. You can beat P-Grom. Just here is the modified version. I will have the copy paste deck list in the description if you guys just want to build this yourselves on PTCGO. I mean, the only cards that are new to this deck, I think, are Escape Ropes, Crobat, Eldegoss, and a 1, and 1/1 VMAX. So, yeah. Oh, and Level Ball. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to leave a like. And if you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. We do a whole bunch of Pokemon trading card game deck profiles, deck lists, and TCG content battles. So yeah, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.